Goedemiddag, beste ZZROCK vriendjes. We zijn hier terug te gast op dag 4 van de Lokerse Feesten. En we hebben niemand minder om te interviewen dan Anti-Flag. So, hey guy, how are you?
I'm great. This is in Belgium, fucking Antwerp, I guess. Southern Antwerp, is that where we are?
That's a little nearby, yes.
Yeah. So it's great. I love Belgium. There's always good people here. And always have a good time when we play in Belgium.
Oh, I'm very glad about it. So I'm very honest and honored that you and Anti-Flag are being here at the Lokerse Feesten. And yeah, I saw your new album is coming out, or is the
yeah. The record won't be out until January, but we're dropping songs now.
Yeah, I saw it.
We have a new song coming tomorrow. No, Friday.
Friday,
yes.
Yes,
Friday.
I saw it on Facebook. Whatever. Yes, and I saw also the album, the name, the title is the lies that tell our children.
Correct.
So what's the inspiration about the album?
Well, so the name of the record is The Lies They Tell Their Children. In the States, the right wing is dealing with this thing called critical race theory, where they want to pretend that all the racism that has happened in the U.S. didn't really happen. So that's that's one of the inspirations for the name. But the record, what we are trying to do is take some of the things like climate change or the prison industrial complex or the imperialism of the U.S. and sort of go backwards in time and say, here are the things that caused these things. They didn't have to exist. They became something, and many of them only became problematic or only became issues within the last, or created in the last 50 years. So the idea of the record is to try and talk about these things and then talk about the reality that if some jackass 50 years ago created them, we can dismantle them now. Yep. And so that's what the record is, what we're trying to get at with the record.
Yes. So I saw also at the Hellfest that the singer was giving a shout out to the public.
Yes.
For police rage.
Yes.
So there was a lot about going on there in the US about police rage and racism. And is there something that you've been through, or some of the band members has been through?
Police brutality is the translation in the States. It happens every day in the States. The police are out of control. It's a national problem, and so we experienced it when we were very young, when some of our friends were out drinking before a show, and then the cops tried to catch them, and then came into the show with their guns up, and and whacked them in the head with a gun. So it was pretty fucked up. So that was the inspiration of a song we have called "Fuck Police Brutality." But the problem has continued and gotten worse and worse over the years in the States, and with movements like Black Lives Matter and things like that, it is still a problem, and we're trying to. Everybody in the U.S. on the left are trying to figure out a way to have the police demilitarize and become less aggressive.
Yes, there's a lot about going on too about homophobia rage in the US.
Yes.
Some guy was into a gay club and shooting some people. Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff. So
There's a lot of rage in the U.S. It's not just there's immigrant rage. There's anti-Semitic rage. There's people with guns shooting people all the time in the U.S. It's unfortunate, and there's been like a mass shooting almost every day in the U.S. for years, which a mass shooting is like 3 or more people killed at a given, or shot at a given time. So it's just brutal in the U.S. that the guns and the violence that happen every day.
Yes, I found it. I give it a shout out to the singer of your Anti-Flag.
Yeah.
I give it a shout out too because my peaceful respect to it.
Yeah.
So a lot of negativity, but now we're going to positive things.
Yes.
And about this concert tonight, what about you're gonna to think about the public and yeah, is it going to be a party or?
It's always a good time. But then and bands like the Interrupters are playing and Flogging Molly are playing tonight. So and the Hyderoshes. So a lot of amazing bands are playing. So we're excited to just be a part of the show.
Okay, I'm looking very forward to it. So the last thing we always do at an interview is give you a shout out like yeah, we are Anti-Flag and you're listening to ZZROCK, beg your pardon, and you give a shout out to the camera.
Yes.
So
Yep. To this camera here, that one, and it's ZZROCK, right? ZZROCK. Hi, this is Thetic from Anti-Flag, and you're listening to the one, the only ZZROCK.